Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once again to Anno 1800 Trade Republic. And Trade Republic it is, because we want to start this episode not by just admiring our beautiful terraced artisan buildings. We also want to start this episode with improving our trading capacities, our trade routes, and opening up new trade opportunities that we have right now. For this, let's check it out real quick what we have going right now. The first thing is that in Sinclair, we do have our whole production set up for the pigs, and with the pigs, we're delivering them over to New London, and here we're processing those pigs into juicy soap. And soap is booming, right? So we have a surplus of 4 soaps right now that we produce per minute, and I would like to once again get this going up a bit. So let's build me another 2 rendering works and another soap factory over here.
A fire broke out.
Doesn't cost me that much, in fact doesn't cost me anything basically. Those 50 production upkeep, I don't even feel that, right? So in this case here, with that we have now 6 tons of soap that we produce. We still have that soap trading going, right? We still have the trading to Eli going, delivering the soap, and it's about 21 for this hole, and this will increase now once again probably to 30 that we have. What do we make out of one hole? And don't forget, these holes are rather quick, right? So there is 8,000 coming out of that, and he's already on its way again. So within, I think, 10 minutes we're doing this once at least, this complete hole. Might be even 5 minutes, and that's now 10,000 that we make out of that every time he finishes one of these. I just also love it. Beautiful royal galleons on the sea, beautiful as it goes. And in this case here, we have another opportunity not too far away, and it's all the way down here. Madame Kahina purchases fur coats, and look at that price. She pays 1,000 credits for 1 ton. In comparison, Eli with the soap is only at 380. So think about the profit we can make out of this, especially since fur coat is a production that is relatively cheap to pull off, right? We already have the fur coming in now. By the way, this warehouse looks very dark. There must be a cloud up in the sky somehow, because everything else is just so much brighter than this warehouse. It just caught my eye for some reasons. Let's just check it out, how much fur we actually have. Basically none. So I would like to double my fur coat production right now. That means I do need 2 fur coat dealers in addition. Of course, fur coats cost you more in maintenance cost, right? It's not just something that you can pull off without any investment, but I'm pretty sure we're pulling this off nicely. What we need to do as well is check it out. This doubled now my fur demand. And where was fur production again? S-cupping? Yeah, I was in S-cupping. So we also need to double the fur production that we have here. So let's just go ahead, build me 1 more, 2 more, 3 and 4. This is actually more than doubling it right now, but it's fine. They're delivering it down here. Perfect, there it goes. And we could still also push this since we don't have any population on this island. I'm not expecting any raids or anything like that, so this would be easily possible too, but let's just keep it as this right now. What we still need for this to really work then out for us is, of course, also we have now 8 tons of cotton, right? And in Manola we're producing 4 tons, so I will also need to double this one ASAP. Let's go ahead and do this. For this, however, we're doing it a bit more than just doubling it, right? So we're building 1, 2, 3. Does this one have fields? It doesn't have fields. My mistake. I was planning this too tight here, and now we have 1 plantation without fields. Down here, our cotton production. There it is, the cotton mill. I think this is all cotton mill. It is. Very nice. Let's make it with 6 tons in addition, right? So each one of them produces 2 per minute. So 3 tons is 6 tons in addition. I would like to upgrade that warehouse here. So we got the cotton in, we got the fur in. The only thing that's left now is that we set up a new dedicated trade route. In this case, a schooner would probably be fine, as we don't have a lot of ships available anymore. In fact, we don't have any ships available anymore. We have still this clipper here that we need though. Let's just set it up over here in La Rosanne, because we're gonna need this. Because also, don't forget, we have engineers, we have a new building material. Building material number 5 is reinforced concrete. And we also need to get this going right away. I would like to use this island here. This is a good for nothing island except for mining, right? It's just there for clay pits and for the mining that we have up there. So up here, 1 limestone deposit. And then there's one more down here. Boy, it would have been amazing if both of them up here were the limestone. But you can't choose that. Let's just go in and say limestone deposit number 1. It costs me 25 workers, but look at that. Since we have the base influence bonus of 100 workforce per island, I don't even need to place any houses here. Great stuff indeed. This one doesn't have a road connection. There you go. And limestone deposit number 2. And with that, we're producing now a whopping, well, 4 tons of cement that we can haul over to New London. And of course, that's Angel Claire doing the job here for us. It's just the first good coming out of this island. Because this island will be great also then, of course, for clay that we have on it. Let's start with the cement though. And Angel Claire, you are my next trade route coming to New London. We've also finished another ship, Mosquito. Look at how busy it gets in the harbor area. We might need to do something about that soon. Setting a minimum stock for fur coats again to 40 tons should be safe. And with that we can create a new trade route now. And that is from New London to Madame Kahina with the fur coats, of course. And yeah, the volume will not be high on this, right? So we can go with those two. And Mosquito 2, you are on this trade route. That will hopefully be profitable. In that case, she's not selling anything else of value to us, right? So coffee and chocolate is way too expensive. We can easily produce this ourselves. The same goes to rum. She's very good with items though for our botanical gardens and the zoo a bit later then. Outside of that, that's that. Archie, on the other hand, yeah, he's not profitable, right? So he's purchasing coal for 32 tons, but coal is actually quite valuable. So we're not doing this trade at all. Back in the New Worlds though, we have one more major trade opportunity for us that I need to check out as well. It's all the way down here, and it's of course Isabel Samento. And she, look at that, is purchasing fried plantains for 120 credits. Fried plantain is a high volume product that is very cheap to produce. So this is an opportunity that we can take up as well. Weapons is interesting with 900 credits. Weapons are not that difficult to pull off in the New World with all the mods that we have installed, especially since we can start producing steel beams and steel ourselves in the New World. But we need to unlock this one. Yeah, there it is. Still need a few more rares in before we can do this, right? So there is some opportunity here as well for this, but for now fried plantain should be fine. And there is a tiny gunboat, in fact. I'm not purchasing a gunboat, but that no, we're not allowed to purchase a gunboat and a frigate anyway, so let's not do this. I do have 2, I only have 1 trade route here. And by the way, there's no rum coming out. Interesting. This trade route didn't... It's not an old trade route, but there should be more rum. We have a potential production of 10 running. But for some reasons... what's going on? We're lacking something here, but we have the wood in as well. The sugarcane, in fact, is also coming in higher quantity. It's actually full, right? Yeah, sugarcane is full. So I think the logs is the problem here, but can't be true. Holy cow, yes. I totally miscalculated the logs. Ah, we didn't finish them. Ah, my bad, my bad. Of course, we need to finish those lumberjacks. Outside of that, we'll not have a rum production going. Totally forgot about them at the end of my last episode. So there you go. Now we have the logs rolling. Let's just build another rum distillery too to make sure that everything is working. With so many islands, sometimes you just lose focus.
Are starting to get sick.
And with that, this should be rolling now. Very good. Now, about the fried plantain. We have this already going here, right? So we already have a production for fried plantain going. Right now, it's equal. So we can push this, of course, with building, let's say, 3 fish oil factories. I would also like to have 1, 2, 3 plantain plantations. They're producing with, yeah, 2 tons per minute. And with that, I need 3 more kitchens to have a whopping 6 tons in surplus. Let's make it 8 tons in surplus because we have the capacity for this, right? And the only thing I now need to do is setting up my fried plantain minimum stock. I would say 60 tons is fine to make this work. And then we can already set up our trade route going from Manola to Isabel Samento with getting fried plantain over. And yeah, it's not the most profitable one, but it's adding up over time. And it's giving you money that you can use to invest into shares and yeah, industry and stuff like that. And also potentially island takeovers at some point. And everything counts. Let's go with 2 times because I don't know how long this will exactly take. And also, of course, paying off the pirates, because as a trade republic, we can't go to war with them. So I need to pay my way out of that. So Sean is actually at peace with us.
A good sport. I'm always that.
Ah, come on.
Ship construct.
Okay, this was successful again. We're at war with Arthur, but perhaps he really doesn't like anything to do with us, right? He also doesn't take any gifts. Look at that. Yeah, he's totally against us. At this point, not the end of the world, so because he's not really aggressive right now, right? So there's no warship close by or so, and we have share majority. Even though it would take me 3 times more the money I have to take over this island, but we can already start purchasing the next island here with the coin, right? It also gives me a nice income of 350 in addition. So that's just the island here. A tiny island really gives you lots of money. And then we have Carl as well. Oh, that's 1,000 share value. So I would definitely like to take this one here too. There you go. This is why we need the money. Okay, ship-wise, holy moly, look at that. We are having a bit of a full harbor. So harbor overhaul will be something I need to do soon. For now, I could go with another pier that we're setting up here beside my docklands, right? But we're gonna readjust this anyway, so that with that we have 3 landing ports now. The next clipper, and then I would like to go with a royal galleon or some flamethrowers. I might be going for flamethrowers at this point because we need to protect our islands there a bit. Also, we finished the next mission here, leveling up some trade goods. Let's check it out. It is the wood that we're exporting for soap, right? And with that, we have unlocked a whole bunch of new goods. That's the important thing for us. Especially coal and iron have been unlocked. Very good. We'll probably open up new export products here soon. Alright, another district under fire. Even the school is on fire. These people, seriously, violence is the only option. Marching down the streets of New London. Whatever they're doing to their own homes. Looking at my steel again, it's important to push this one. We can do this. Having another furnace now over here. That is another 2 tons of steel, and with that we have now cement and steel in, and I can now build me the concrete factory, and I would like to start with 2 of them. We should really do this ASAP because of course we need that concrete coming in. In that case I'm gonna squeeze them. They're not very polluty, so we can have them closer to the city itself. I still would like to have them in range though for my electricity, right? So we want to boost them of course at some point, but a trade union is definitely too much. It should be, yeah, this will be possible, so we might as well just have them here. With that we can set up some 4 here. Let's start with 2. Second one we need to wait a bit for more bricks. And with that at least we have the next production up and running now, our concrete. Not a fan how it looks up there, so let's really just move them down here, right? Having them closer to the city is fine. Somewhere here, behind the walls. And I could have another one here, but for now I think we're not doing that. I mean, yeah. Can have it here. This is then really tight. And here we can have another warehouse for these guys. Where they're going. When it comes to happiness, let's continue reducing the workload. So I'm gonna get rid of the brick overload here. Oh, ship's under attack. Look at that. Archer is coming in. He's coming in hard. And he's destroying my fried plantain trader. It was only a matter of time until this happens. So this trader just started and it's probably over again. I mean, we were also really close to this island here, so I could just readjust this trader. Perhaps he's just acting passively and not really chasing us, right? This might also be possible. So I'm trying to readjust this trade route over here. Over here. I don't think he's here, right? We'll just figure it out. And you know what? We can make a charter route out of this too. I would like to start with a charter route before we waste any more ships. So I'm gonna go in and say, take my fried plantain and get it from Manola to Isabel.
Some of us have to live by the sword.
Oh, Sean, 160,000. Yeah, let's go ahead with this. We need that. Destination harbor. Oh, can we not choose Isabel's? I meant charter routes are only... Really? Oh, I didn't notice. You can't have a charter route going to a neutral trader. I've learned something. Incredible. I thought you can do this. Okay. So we need to have our own clipper for this. Yeah. Not gonna happen anytime soon. She also doesn't have a white flag. We can't afford a white flag anyway. So the only thing I can do right now, city expansion. Especially Manola. We continue with the main road going over here. Because I need to unlock a few more important buildings for us, right? That we haven't unlocked yet. I might actually also make this one my next district. So we have the... let's just see how we can make this one elegantly. Having another building here. There you go, right? And then another row here. And then we can go down with this street here. Into that district. And here we can put another area in. I'm also going to have another chapel here. And this chapel here could probably be a bit more special. There you go. Around this area to also build it. And then we can have another block of houses here. So I'm just going to copy this one. We can't even copy one full block. There you go. This we can have there. There we have a new district that we can basically just build like that. Get me some more workforce out. And also more room for upgrades.
You reached a new milestone.
Nice. We reached terraced housing. Now we can go in and also upgrade those jornaleros to terraced houses. Just like in the old world. Also, what I would like to do now is finally starting the hacienda in Manola. We're just gonna make it somewhere over here with its own special entrance, and the hacienda opens its gates. There you go. Let's just make here something pretty out of it so we can have our... Ooh, this is misaligned. I can already hear the comments. There you go. This looks better. And then we have basically... let's make it like so. Around it. And then on the other side you have this smaller side entrance as well. And with that, yeah, first of all, we need a bus station here, but I'm not doing this just yet, right? But what we can do here now is also adding haciendas, and we can also upgrade them then to obreros and also down the road to artistas. What's more important though is that we can start the fertilizer work with that, right? So this one we can have now somewhere here, for example. And as you can see, we can then start fertilizing those areas, especially getting fertilizers in, because we need fertilizers to further push then our plantations down the road. Let's start with something small along the way, right? So it's yeah. The question for me is always, do we want to have high density for the hacienda? I don't really think so, because, you know, it's quite representative, this area. So I'm gonna have a bunch of buildings here for now. It basically adds a lot of workforce though. And then we can basically build all of them now. They're kicking in their demands. They have a few more demands, right? So schnapps and hot sauce and the schnapps. And that's the interesting thing is, is it required by the normal jornaleros? No, it's not, right? The normal jornaleros to have the new demand here, the cultural remembrance. So this is a new mod. But outside of that, schnapps is really just there for the hacienda people. It's not even in lifestyle needs. No, very strange. Okay, but this trade route can easily be done. Let's also add the ornaments right away. There's the hacienda pool that you can have on both sides. Actually has the same painting. And then in the front we can have a pool. And you know what? I like my elephants here because it's an exotic animal that fits to the new world. kind of like. And yeah, let's just have this one here as the main ornament right now. Perhaps I change it again, I don't know. Elephants are kind of like cool though. On the side, we're gonna have the enclosed greenery, of course. In this case here, it's just this one texture that we have. So we could also say the hacienda flower bed would work, or the palm trees would work. But, you know, it would look like this. Very strange. Oh, this doesn't look good. So for this, I'm actually inclined to go with the wall that we have, the hacienda wall. There's a reason why this exists, and I think this looks pretty around it now. A bit of a protection, additional area of protection. The cool thing is this wall comes with some smaller side ornaments here, some barrels here and there, some bushes being added to it. Gives it a nice feeling. And by the way, here in the back we have this entrance there. There is a special one. There's this one here that we could add to the back here. Right, there you go. Now with this out of the way, let's have another population here and here set up. Pretty sure they will also need a chapel already. There it is, yep. So we do need to add the chapel somewhere. Chapel has a nice range, right? So it's something that you can have over here. You could have it over here. You could also have it here by the river. Wouldn't look so bad. A little chapel by the river. Why not? Pick up quest for Sean for some money, and yeah, reputation. The money I don't care about. The reputation is not so bad. We could also just let it run out. Got a very good reputation with him already. I would like to improve this further though. Let's go ahead. Where do we... Oh, it's all the way down here. Holy cow, really? Purchasing another share. Just like that. Getting another 440 out of that. Pushes us towards 21,000 income right now. Super nice. Also, my clipper for the mission is on its way. And we get the world leader influence bonus. Okay, I guess. I mean, we're a main investor. Shouldn't we get a bonus like this?
You gained an influence.
No idea. What we need to do though is we need to move this one down a bit. Here's the notch, and moving our warehouses around a bit. Here, this doesn't need to be a double road or anything like that. Now don't forget that we already have the plank trade rod coming in, so we cannot get rid of these two lumberjacks and these two sawmills. I'm also gonna get rid of this sawmill here so that we have a surplus of logs for now rolling in, because of course we need the logs as well for sewing machines. But this gives me another opportunity here to expand my city district all the way up here now, growing into the area that was once just there for chopping. And now we can use this. This looks like a very nice service district once again. So I would like to keep this available. Might even just have a park there. You never know. And probably... Here. Yeah, this is getting very close to the mine there. Let's not get too close to it. And yeah, let's build all of them. Poof, there you go. A whole new district coming out of nowhere for more room, for more living space for my people. Okay, La Rouzon also has still the workforce, right? Because with the world leader influence bonus, we have now 200 base workforce per island. Makes it even easier to build up basic production. So I would like to have my coal deposit here, because this is now producing a whopping 4 tons of coal in addition. And we also have this clay deposit here still that we can use. So let's also go in and take this one in. And with that, the trade route that is rolling right now, ooh, where is it again? It's my cement trader. There it is. Also get some coal in. And also get some clay in. And look at that. It's a fully utilized trade route. It's a very short trade route because New London is right there. So this is not a very long distance, but it's working out for us right now. Perfect. Alright, next in line, we do have more coal in Kainfaka. And we do have the workforce for it to support that without additional production. There it is, my coal. Go in and take this one. I think we're using all 3 now. Yes, we are. So that's important. This is the trade route here, the schnapps. Where's it going? I mean, this is New London. This is my cane. Why are you showing? Oh, now it's working. There you go. This is the trade route. I think we'll need to even increase the volume. It's a short trade route once again. And I would also like to use cane for a bit more workload, right? Because we need more workload. Of course, we have Sinclair up there, but for Sinclair, I would need to build more houses. And in cane, we actually have a lot of farmers still left over that I would like to use for additional workload. There you go. Let's also upgrade that warehouse here to accommodate a few more ramps. There's a bunch of new farmers coming into cane here as well. And we can also just go ahead, probably taking this one like so. There you go, making this full. And then probably just a bunch more over there. But with the workload coming in, we should really have enough farmers rolling in now, passively anyway. And with that, cane. You already have the schnapps and the coal, and now you're also taking some workload and get this over to New London. By the way, Sinclair also still has the coal and the iron deposit. I would like to use both of them for our production. So copper, iron. Oh, there's actually the iron over here. So a warehouse like this would work out for both of them. And we can use this basically with the surplus workforce that we're getting out of this. One more coal we can still squeeze in. That's this one here. For production. And I don't think we have the Sinclair trade route going right now with any kind of iron. So this will be the second trade route now that we have between the two main islands here. So Sinclair. And we're gonna take the iron and the coal coming out of this. And using Mermaid's Purse, my latest ship. We'll need to build a few more flippers. Okay, very important. We've also delivered now some weapons to Manola, and I would like to really get them going. The flamethrowers, right? They have a nice range, but I'm gonna have them probably in the main harbor area for now. And we'll just see where we'll really need them at some point. Let's build both of them, costing me lots of influence, but it's important since we're at war. I definitely don't want to risk losing my main islands, right? That's out of the question.
I'm glad you have time.
Okay, do you have a clipper for sale? No, you don't. And the reason why I'm getting so many raw materials into New London right now is, of course, because we will be electrifying our industrial district there soon. So I will need a whole bunch more coal and a whole bunch more iron to accommodate that increased production. We're gonna need this to also set up our sewing machines as a main new export good. There's another iron mine here in cane that we can use. I think we still have now the trade route.
Are safe again.
That's the coal and the workload and the schnapps. And we still have room here for also the iron now, getting over there to New London. Right, so all of the islands we have right now want to start exploiting their natural minerals. So that's the iron and the coal here too, 2 times even. That's a lot, right? So all the way over here we have all of this mountain range that will accommodate that. We need more building materials though for this, of course. But I need more ships. We're out of ships at the moment. It's incredible. We've used a lot of ships in a very short time. Let's go ahead and also say medium propaganda money, highest propaganda consumption. And yeah, for now I'm going with the right chance. We do have the picture of health here though, +5. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this one. So I get a bit of a happier population out of that. Also, of course, propaganda is important. Carl loves that. So we're at 50 with him, just passively. Could give him some money from time to time. There you go.
Never look a gift.
Perhaps he likes a trade. 2 million? What the hell is going on? Why would I pay this sum? Sorry. Can't do that. Don't want to anyway. Okay. Attack here. There's the castaways that we need to rescue. And we bring it back to Sean. He's actually waiting here, right? There you go. Oh, that's a good rum trade route already. Almost full, 150. Yeah. We do lack more trade capacity, more storage capacity here. So I'm also gonna push this harbor zone a bit further into both directions, having more storage for the rum. I would also like to finish this episode with really something new, and that is the terraced housing now for the jornaleros. We're starting with them, yeah, probably here, right? So I can push all of them. There you go. And with that, we have these blocks of houses now that we can also upgrade then to the terraced obreros once we provide cheese. That's a new good, and also bread. We do have way more people in that, so almost twice as much jornaleros that we can squeeze in, and it's just lovely, really. Those mods just add a lot to the look of those cities. It gives it a new feeling, a new a new look, a new image, you might say. Can we change the skin? No, we can't. So this is a fixed skin, but that's okay, because that's already looking much improved to the basic jornaleros. And with that, we got a whole bunch of new people moving in. Oh, by the way, quest, let's send it in. Get the repetition from Sean. And yeah, they will need a lot more, but we get also a lot more workforce out of that. Lovely! Really enjoy all these mods, and there's many more that we're unlocking now as we're entering mid-game for this Let's Play. Stay tuned!